Good morning, brothers and sisters. Me as you, you as me. And kind of thinking about what's present for me today, and really it's, I guess it's gratitude about being on this path with people. I got a call yesterday from a brother who was very emotional, brother and lover. We've been working together and growing together for a while. And he was calling all excited about that video I sent him. And for a minute, my ego was all up in it, thinking, oh, this prayer video that I sent must have changed his life. How great God is. Ask me. A little bit of ego there. And no, it turns out it was another video that I had sent him. It was something that had popped up on my feed, and it struck me as something that he might need to hear. And anyways, he's describing his experience with it. Tears came into his eyes. And he's a little bit embarrassed about his tears and was trying to hide them, but he didn't. He let me see them. And not even knowing what his tears were about, but knowing the experience of what he was going through, the experience of having met another side of himself and maybe found some compassion for himself and opened up his heart, and the fact that this experience for him was creating tears. It just brought tears to my eyes as his heart opened, my heart opened. My heart opened to him. Because I knew the gratitude that he was feeling. I knew the magic that he was feeling is something just so random that I did just out of thought. I forwarded something, and I just want us to remember, brothers and sisters, we're really in this together, and your growth is my growth. And when your heart opens, my heart opens, and when you share your opening heart with people in your journey, their heart will open as well. They may not even know why. We all rise together. We all rise together. There is no cause, there is no effect. Something that was an effect in me may be a cause in you. Something that was a cause in you may be an effect in me. And we sit there and ask, which came first, the chicken or the egg? But I was reading in my Buddhist book by Thich Nhat Hanh the other day about interdependent co-arising, and the fact that there is no separation between the chicken and the egg rising. It is that they're inextricably bound together, and also not linear. They're inextricably bound with so many other processes that are also processes of cause and effect. I don't know how we're growing. I don't know what was the cause of our growing, but I know we are growing, and I know that as I continue consciously to be a part of my own growth with my prayer and my meditation, that it isn't just me, it isn't just for me, it's for all of us. So, from this place of oneness and knowing that the I am that is me, the I am that opens up its eyes and looks out into the mirror in the morning, is the same I am that opens up its eyes and looks out into the mirror where you are, and the same I am that opens up its eyes and looks upon itself as it looks out on the views and on the stars and on the sun and on the trees. It's the same I am, the same presence, the same power, the same consciousness. That spirit of the universe, Father, Mother, God. And speaking with the authority of that God in me, I affirm for this day, for this life, that there is no such thing as alone. That none of us is a separate unit. All thought forms, all fears, doubts, insecurities that struggle to convince our mind that somehow we are separate, dissolve into the reality of the beauty as we all feel into the truth of our oneness, of our unity. That this world, that this consciousness, that this great consciousness of awareness, of Christ consciousness, of awakening, is happening simultaneously, spontaneously, miraculously, and millions and millions and millions of minds opening up all over the planet right now, connecting, recognizing each other, growing together, the rising tide floating all boats. That the you and me, and the me and you, and the we, and the us, and the us and us in different countries, all spontaneously, magnificently expanding, growing in consciousness, growing in creativity, growing in love, growing in unity, growing and growing and growing. And as we become more and more ever conscious of this, our feelings of separation and separateness just dissolve into this wonderful, beautiful interdependency, into this wonderful, beautiful knowing that there is no you without me, there is no me without you. There is no us without this beautiful planet. There is no us without the perceived good things and the perceived bad things. We are all interdependent. Everything that we perceive in a negative or fearful light must be exactly the way it is in order for us to grow the way we need to grow so that we can manifest more beautifully. The isness, the purpose, that is our spiritual DNA that is unfolding even as we speak. I may be solitary in my experience today, but I have never been alone, and I will never be alone. I'm so grateful for this. I am light. I am light. And as I expand the light in me, I expand the light radiating as me, I expand the light flowing through me. I bring all of those people within my consciousness, all of those people who in my awareness could be in use of some prayer and some light, and I draw them into my field of light, draw them into my field of laughter and of joy and of healing, body healing, that light reorganizing the organs of my being, the cells of my body, the processes, the osmoses and the transferences and the electrical impulses in my body, realigning to be according to the most perfect, spiritual, beautiful, physiological, physical vibrations, vibrating even more harmoniously and more beautifully. My cells and body healing, the body of those who I love healing, the mental formations of those who are in anxiety healing, releasing, surrounding myself with the energy and the consciousness of those I love and instilling healing and joy and happiness and growth in all of them through my prayer. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this unity. I'm so grateful to be one. I'm so grateful to be fully aware of this lack of separation. And so I release myself to this path. I release myself to this day, knowing that insight, inspiration, opportunity, all will arise as I open my eyes and my heart and my tears to my brothers and sisters walking this path, or not walking this path, because inspiration comes everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I know it. It's the truth. It is the nature and reality of this ether, of this universe, of this existence. And so I let it be and say amen, 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 amen. Have a beautiful day, brothers. Have a beautiful day, sisters. Have a beautiful day, lovers. Happy Tuesday. Be strong. Have heart. Be compassionate.